guys, welcome back. My name's Jasmine. I'm a mom and a full-time corporate girly, and this is Thriving-ish, where I attempt to get my shit together one day at a time. I have had a very hectic past couple of weeks, and I'm overdue to declutter and just clean my house in general. I also just have a bunch of stuff I want to chat about. So today we're going to do a chatty clean with me and just see where the day takes us. Luckily today is a gorgeous, gorgeous day. I think it's at least 75 degrees out. It feels much hotter than that, but because today is such a gorgeous day, I'm going to go around and open every single window in the house and get as much fresh air flowing as I possibly can while I clean. I also have two goals. Number one is I'm going to drink 2 bottles of water at the very least during my clean. I just feel super dehydrated waking up this morning, and I'm gonna fill up at least 2 garbage bags. Oh, this one got stuck. Worth of stuff to get rid of, whether it's recycling, trash, donate. I think those are all of the categories. But I am getting rid of at least 2 bags of stuff today, thank goodness. Tomorrow is trash day, so as soon as I get it bagged up, it's gonna go right to the curb and be out of my house. I also kind of want to finish at like 1 o'clock, 1:30, so that I can make it to some plans that I made for today. But if that doesn't happen, it's okay. I am gonna prioritize resetting my home for the week, because if I don't, I'm going to have an uphill battle all week. I want clean dishes, I want food prepped, I want a clear space and a clear mind. So that is the priority today. But if I get to do both things, then it's a win-win. So let's just get into it.
Okay, bestie, I think it's clear from this video that life was absolutely beating my ass, as it typically is, because what is going on in these common areas of my house? That is the question that I have for myself on a daily basis, and on this day, it was absolutely no different. Just the way our schedule works out, we don't have a ton of time every single day, so the time that we do have typically goes to the necessities of life, like hygiene, nutrition, and I'm not always super intentional about cleaning up little play areas, and then what happens is that it's a gigantic disaster towards the end of the week, and I have a ton of cleanup to do. So if you can relate to that, then you're in the right place. The good thing about going through this busy season is that it opened up my eyes to what I'm actually trying to do with my YouTube channel. My channel was always intended to be something where I'm completely in control of all of it. When I work, how often I work. It just wasn't realistic for me to try to upload a video every week, because on a given week, I probably have 4 spare hours of free time. And in that time, it's not enough to film one video. Like, so much more goes into this than I had realized, and I'm respecting the process, and I know that I have a lot to learn and I'll get faster at certain things, but I kind of had to humble myself and realize that, like, nobody set an upload schedule for me. It's for me to decide, and if weekly doesn't work, Jasmine. Like, that's okay. It's your life. Do whatever you want. There's no rule. So that was the first thing. And the second thing was I really wanted to try doing some new stuff. I wanted to try voiceover content. I wanted to try filming from multiple devices so that I'd have multiple angles. And you'll see some of that in this video, but honestly, I did not know what I was doing. So much more goes into it than I understood. And I'm loving the challenge. I'm loving the learning curve. During the process of this clean, which ended up taking me about 3 or 4 hours, I also had the realization that my house is full. It's not that I need more bins. I don't need more racks. I don't need better systems. Well, I probably do need better systems, but my point being, I don't have room to store the quantity of things that I'm currently storing. And it seems so silly saying it out loud, like, duh, like, look around. But that's just one of my blind spots, I guess. So I'm waiting for this, like, space to just magically appear. No, girl, you have too much shit, and that's just what it is. And when that clicked, it was kind of empowering in a way, because it's like, okay, well, if I want to come into my home and feel peace and feel like I'm in my sanctuary, I need to choose between my peace and clutter. And obviously that's an easy choice. Looking at it through that perspective makes it so much easier to just start throwing stuff away, putting stuff in the donation bin. It just took me a bazillion years to finally realize that. Also, this balcony space, like, WTF. If there is ever a competition for most awkward and useless space in a home, I'm taking it. I have no idea what to do with this area. I'm genuinely baffled at what the intent was here because I have yet to find a good use for this balcony. So I am fully accepting and also begging for suggestions. Please send help. And I know I told you life has been taking me for a ride. And I know you're asking, Jasmine, what's been going on? Why is it so hectic? Tell us more. Don't worry, sis. Here's the tea. I've been trying to take up some new hobbies. I'm also working on getting my business back up. So, okay, let me back up. It's June in New England. It is gardening season, okay? Am I a master gardener? No. Am I a little bit good at gardening? No. But this year I said, you know what? Screw it. I'm going for it. Full send. Not only did I fill my entire garden bed, which I think is 8 feet by 16 feet, filled that up with seeds and transplants. I have all kinds of stuff growing in there, which I'm really, really excited about. I also have 3 raised garden beds. I'm not sure what the official name is for it, but we have planted a ton of stuff, and I've been out there just staring at my garden. Literally, that's it. Like, watering it. There's not much else you can do. Like, you can water it, you can weed it, but mostly I'm just staring at it. Like, how are we doing today, besties? I love you. I believe in you. Like, putting good vibes out. I'm checking in with the girls, okay? Yeah, so that's taking up 80% of my time. I don't know if it's just me, but I had so much fun cleaning my daughter's room, and I do every time. I think it's because I am not emotionally attached to any of these items, so there's no decisions to be made when it comes to putting stuff away or finding a home for stuff. I'm just doing it, and it's as simple as that. I'm literally just putting it away, whereas when it's my own stuff, I am like fatigued by the decision of where's this thing's permanent home. And it honestly gets exhausting. I'm over it. But cleaning up her room is so easy. It's so fun. And I think it has the biggest payoff because she loves having a clean room, even though it's never clean. It's literally never clean, but she appreciates coming home to a clean room. While I'm cleaning her room, I realize that she has essentially one entire shelf that just has her kitchen related items on it, where she like pretends to have a restaurant. Instead of putting that all away and like fighting the way she plays, it kind of dawned on me that like this is where she actually wants that stuff. So I'm not going to go move it all because that's how she plays. I also have been on the most random, and when I say random, this is so out of left field. I don't even know what possessed me, but the neurodivergent itch that this rabbit hole scratched in my brain, the grip it had on me, girl. The grip. And it all started with one YouTube video from the channel called TIL Science about the Titanic and about what we know now versus what we've always thought about what went wrong with the Titanic. And I have consumed nothing but Titanic related content for probably 3 weeks now. And when I tell you nothing but, my screen time is like 88 hours a day. I'm not even joking. I have watched everything there is to watch about the Titanic. Do you know there were like 7 or 8 movies made about the Titanic? I bet you didn't know that because you've not consumed as much content as I have about the Titanic. The other thing I've been working on is getting my business back up and running. So I don't think I ever talked about this on here, but I was renting a studio for my aesthetics business, and then I just wasn't. Therefore, I have had nowhere to operate my business out of, which has majorly sucked. Because even though I know the events that led me to be in this position were not in my control, it's hard to not feel like a failure when your business is not even operable, or whatever the word is. So that has really been weighing on me. But my sisters and I are all in the beauty slash wellness space. I have one sister who's an esthetician as well, and I have a sister who's a licensed massage therapist. And we are looking for commercial space that we can rent out together. And so it's been really fun to be on that journey, just looking at space that could potentially be our forever home. It's really exciting and inspiring, and it's kind of reinvigorated those juices into my business. And even though we haven't found the perfect space yet, it at least helps me feel like we're moving in the right direction, which sometimes is all a girl needs. Also, can we get a round of applause for these earbuds? They fell directly into this spicy marinade and they were fine. Technically, this task isn't decluttering or cleaning, but if you use a meal delivery service like HelloFresh, please tell me I'm not the only one, but sometimes, even though these meals are meant to make your life easier, you're just busy. I find that some weeks I'm like having to catch up on the meals that I received because they're taking up space in my fridge, and number two, you have to use these ingredients within a certain amount of time lest you risk poisoning your family. And I totally forgot the name of this recipe. Hopefully it pops up on the screen. This is the finished meal, and now that I see it plated, I'm remembering that it's called the spicy pineapple salsa chicken tacos or something similar to that. And this is a fan favorite in my house. These get scarfed down, okay? This is top 2 meal in my home, and it ain't number 2. Here are the finished spaces. Well, my daughter's room's not really finished, but I definitely made a significant improvement in here, and that's all I was going for. But the living room looks much better, the kitchen looks much better, the balcony looks unrecognizable, and I am proud of the work I did.